Despite your pseudo-bohemian appearance and vaguely leftist doctrine of beliefs, you know nothing about art or sex that you couldn't read in any trendy New York underground fashion magazine. Prototypical nonconformist, you are a vacuous soldier of the thrift store Gestapo. You adhere to a set of standards and tastes that appear to be determined by an unseen panel of hipster judges, bullshitting the thumbs up and thumbs down to incoming and outgoing trends and styles of music and art. Go analog, baby! You're so postmodern. You're diving face forward into an antiquated past. It's disgusting! It's offensive! Don't stick your nose up in me! Yeah!
I think a hipster could be defined as somebody from the age range of like 18 to like 25, and they're very into their own thing, kind of like individualistic people who are for whatever, like do stuff for themselves and don't really care about like the social norm or whatever, and just like, I don't know, they're living for themselves.
Yeah, I think they're like people that go out and search for things that are like really indie and not popular in the real world. And I think like being a hipster is all about going against the social norms and just finding something that's nobody's ever found, and then it's like you claim it as your hipness.
Pretentious. Weird. Isn't hipster like an adjective? No word except for pretentious. Fake. Nothing but just pretentious.
I don't know.
Lame.
Suburbia. Not suburbia.
No, there's plenty of hipsters in cities.
Yeah, but
that's where they all
from
are.
Suburbia.
Yeah.
It's a suburban.
Yeah, but then once you go to the city,
Very just like relaxed and lazy and hipstery.
Hipsters are ironic and flashy.
Elitist and out of touch with reality.
I would say someone who goes against mainstream, like fashions and fads, and also chill, I guess.
Quirky. Tries too hard.
Indie. Chill.
Unique. Different.
Eccentric.
Against the grain.
Not mainstream.
Weird.
Pretentious, arrogant. This isn't really a single word, but think they're cooler than everyone else. Just trying to be extremely eccentric, go against the mainstream, that kind of thing.
Loving. Probably like a stereotypical individual. I don't really know. It's I think it's just a fad.
BBR. Fixie. And dirty.
Hipster music is really indie, and what they do is they just go and find stuff nobody's ever heard before. It's like the same with their entire lifestyle. Like that's what they're all about, is like discovering something for the first time. And like everybody's always trying to, I don't know, there's like hipster music, and then it can only be hipster music for so long, because once it starts to catch on mainstream, then people are like, no, it's not mine anymore, and they go off to something else and find something new. But it's all about discovering something nobody else knows, and it's special to you, and like you claim it.
Yeah, I'd say they're definitely not mainstream music listeners. They're probably more into like, it can range from like dubstep to like drum and bass, and then like it goes as far as like all the like alternatives, like really relaxed, like I don't know, I think of like beach music, like just like chilling out, like that kind of thing. Or it could be like rave type music, like I'll name drop like Rusko or like Bass Nectar, or like I don't know, just like any type of music that's really not mainstream. I just think that they're not the type of people to listen to that kind of music. Even though they may like it, it's not like the type of music that they prefer.
like partly noise, I would say.
Sticking out of the crowd. Really funny.
Classical rap? Yeah. You don't know about an Animal Collective?
But I feel like there's ranges of hipsters. I feel like it ranges from like extreme to dubstep, and there's like boom, 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 and then there's like the very like guitar kind of
indie
hipster.
alternative.
And so you have like a range within there, and I think that that's also cool.
Indie dubstep.
Yeah,
indie rock stuff. But there's different sects of hipsters, because I know lots of hipsters. that like electro music or dubstep, if you will, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, there's also like grungy hipsters who like 9 Inch Nails and older 90s grunge rock.
Coffee, a lot of coffee, and also like nicotine diets.
Drinking coffee and
Vegan food, PBR for sure, or like a good beer.
I don't know, what are they? Tofu? Vegetarian stuff? Healthy.
vegan.
Graffiti, maybe some like artisticness and a lot of artsy, maybe photography, and like, you know, painting, drawing, things like that.
Against walls, like weed, drink, hats,
They definitely smoke a lot. They wear glasses in their free time.
They take candid photos of each other.
Yeah. they take like black and white photos.
They sneer a lot. They like vintage photography. And by vintage photography, I mean Kodak film.
Smoke cigarettes.
Drink coffee.
Get neck tats, nautical tats, lighthouse tattoos, anchor
Cut their
tattoos.
shorts, put their pants into shorts. The guys really short.
Ride fixed gears. Look up how to be a hipster on Wikipedia and then try to follow that as best they can.
Read the Communist Manifesto. Mostly reading books.
Smoke, write, shoot, play music.
Look up cool looking scarves on the internet.
They go to obscure buildings, like abandoned buildings, I guess, and just like, you know, chill, listen to music that no one really knows except for hipsters. You know? So just like weird things. Not weird because it's what they like, but like weird.
Nothing really. Just kind of bum around.
They watch old reels of style movies, and they go on 8-track and make playlists.
Hipsters read existentialist philosophy and cultural studies books.
Ride their fixed gears and probably just look for new things to bring into the mainstream, because I think that's the whole point, is to find something that no one else likes and make it popular. I think it's like a subconscious thing, but it's still the motive, I feel.
Urban Outfitters for sure, American Apparel.
Not them all.
Yeah.
Go there.
Any weird, like, I have no idea. Habitat
with like cool things, like incense, like
thrifting.
Oh
for
yeah.
sure.
Oh my god. Second Ave.
Yeah.
Hello. That's like hipster nation.
Urban Outfitters, but I do have friends that work there, so I feel bad about that. But yeah, I think actually thrift stores are the big hipster haven.
Urban.
Go to Urban Outfitters and H&M.
They don't shop. They collect.
Shopping at Urban Outfitters or buying clothes to look like they're from Urban Outfitters, but they're not. They're thrifted. You don't even know better. Yeah, I don't know, stupid stuff like that. Nautical stripes, whatnot.
Urban Outfitters.
Well, like hipsters, like real hipsters, like they just like shop at like vintage stores and stuff. But like quasi pseudo hipsters shop like Urban Outfitters, H&M.
Fashion of a hipster. Flannel. Skinny jeans. Funny hats. Stuff like scarves. Gotta have the scarves. Yeah.
Thrift stores.
Yeah, any place that people haven't discovered, basically. They're always looking for the next new thing that's just eccentric enough to not be well known, but not too weird that it won't still look cool on them.
I think like everyone makes fun of them, but like everyone secretly wants to be a hipster.
People definitely like think hipsters are like really artsy and very kind of weird and almost in their own little world, and they're all hipstery together and everyone's like, ew, hipsters. But they're actually awesome. And I mean, I think that they're very cool, but I do think that the perception of hipsters is very like different, and what are they doing in this world? They're not normal, they're like branching out into their own type of world and things like that, and people are very much like, oh, they're different.
Choose the thing played in your class. Freaking annoying. Yeah. Kind of dirty. Pretentious.
According to advertisers, it's cool and you want to be like it. And they're cool people and they use trendy products like MacBook, iPhone.
Probably not that great. I mean, people probably think they're like the outliers of society.
It seems like everyone hates hipsters and they're so against the hipster culture, but at the same time, everyone wants to be a hipster, whether they want to admit it or not.
Probably just like any other like wave of, I don't know, style that comes through. I mean, it's just like every other generation that has their significant, I don't know, like what defines that generation. You know, the 80s and the 90s all had their stereotypical style, and I think that this is just what our generation is.
What do you have to say for yourself? Whoa, 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 yeah. What do you have to say for yourself? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You spend your time sitting in circles with your friends, pontificating to each other, forever competing for that one moment of self-aggrandizing glory in which you hog the intellectual spotlight, holding dominion over the entire shallow, pointless conversation. Oh, we're not worthy. When you walk by a group of quote-unquote normal people, you chuckle to yourself, patting yourself on the back as you scoff. It's the same superiority complex shared by the high school jocks who made your life a living hell, and it makes you a slave to the competitive capitalist dogma. You spend every moment of your waking life